Hi everyone, welcome to PrimeTime. My name is James Meyer. I'm here representing the OneShop team. Joining me is Mike Samhoury from the Appliance blog. Thanks a lot for coming by and chatting with us today.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like how long you guys have been in business, where you located at, how long you've been a Nationwide member?
So we are the Appliance blog, and we specialize in appliance sales, outdoor kitchens, delivery, installation, and really creating a high-touch experience for our customers from start to finish. I've actually been a Nationwide member since 2013, so 13 years now. And Nationwide has definitely been a big part of our journey.
So you've been with us for 13 years. What's one way that Nationwide has changed your business?
One way that it's changed our business, I would have to say, is really allowing us to think bigger. It's not just about the buying power. It's about access to relationships, ideas, having access to resources that help independent dealers compete at a much higher level.
What do you like the most being in the appliance industry today?
I think what I love most about the appliance industry is that we're part of people's everyday lives. It's not just a product. It's something in your home. It's something that's part of your family routine, part of major moments in your life. And it feels really good to help people make decisions that are gonna affect them every day.
So you mentioned that you have a OneShop website. Tell us a little bit of how it's been helping your sales in the store and what your overall experience has been.
I'm in the recent months of migrating over to OneShop, and what I've noticed the most is that the checkout experience is just so much more advanced than the prior. It's so much smoother in that they've adapted to like the Shopify style, which seems to be like something that people have gotten used to, and it's a much easier process for checking out. I've actually noticed an increase in sales ever since, just literally within the first month of migrating to OneShop. I doubled our sales in a month online from past, like the first month, because I always had a suspicion that checking out on my website was complicated. I was like, there's just something off. Like, we had so much traffic going to the website, but for whatever reason, it wasn't closing. They weren't checking out. We switch over to OneShop, and all of a sudden, it's like the first month, I'm like, new order from your website, new order from I'm like, what's going on here? So that was pretty incredible, and I love the integrations with like PayPal Pay and Apple Pay. People really trust those sources. Not everybody wants to input their credit cards on a website that is like, especially like, we're an independent dealer, so we're still actively, doing what we can to build trust in the marketplace. So, people are not going to be really quick to want to pay, but they don't know how long we've been in business necessarily, right? Just from at a glance. And that really gives them that peace of mind. Like, okay, well, I have PayPal or I have Apple Pay or whatever it is to back me up. And that I think is a major deal, even from my perspective, from a consumer level. I prefer any opportunity I get to make a payment using Apple Pay or PayPal or some sort of way that I know my information is secure. I choose that over inputting my credit card any day.
So you've been a member for 13 years. How many years have you been coming to PrimeTime, and what keeps you coming back?
I've been actually attending since the very beginning. And as when I first got into the industry, there was a lot of unknown and a lot of uncertainties for me. As I mentioned, being part of like a nationwide marketing group, the resources that are available to me take all the guesswork out. So typically, what I usually do is in the growing years, you're like, okay, I start to think about what brands I want to add to my product lines, or what it is that I need, whether it be, okay, we need to bring in some additional financing options, or we need to explore some marketing options, or build our website. So what I've always loved most, about Nationwide Marketing, if I was to sum it up, is really the resources that we have access to, taking the guesswork out of it for us, just allowing me to come here, focus on the brands that I want to gain, as well as anything that we feel we still can use either improvement on or we need to explore, keeping in mind the future. It's always about, if you don't keep up with the future, you're going to be left behind. And Nationwide is always, ahead of the curve on that one. Like, they allow us to just, they're there. Hey, listen, this is what's coming. You need to get on board, or else you're going to be kind of left behind. So I usually like to come at least once every year. I know they're twice a year. I love to come both, even if I don't have anything to do. Sometimes it's just like allows me to just get out of my everyday hustle and zone and just come, just network with people and just, eat a bunch of food and have a good time and drink, and just it's enjoyable experience, and it's like a little reset. And then you go back and you're like motivated. You see all the innovations or all what's coming, and you feel accomplished. You feel good about it. You go back just ready to go back right to the hustle and just keep on that forward momentum.
I love it. So Mike, any closing thoughts you want to speak to the membership about?
The best thing I could say is you want to focus on relationships and not just transactions. I've found that that's something that's always helped me, just focusing on my customer experience, like service, and really just following through. And that's something that's actually helped us quite a bit and continues to always help us. So ultimately, yes, we're in business to make money, and transactions are important in that, but you want to focus on relationships, especially if you want people to continue to come back as well as refer people to you.
Nice. Well, thanks a lot for your time today. It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was likewise. Very nice meeting you.